Hello, everyone. Welcome to the True Altar podcast. My name is Madie, and today I wanted to do a really quick and simple introduction video on, what I wanted this podcast to be, who I am, morals, values, and just to get a general vibe of the pod. So I think I should just start with who am I? So my name is Madie, and I am 23 years old. I'm about to turn 24. I'm a Cancer, so I'm recording this in June, the beginning of June, and my birthday is the 30th. So we're almost there. We're almost there to Cancer season. And I've always been into the occultish sphere of just magic in the mundane, magic in ritual, magic in routine and ceremony as well. And I've been through many iterations of podcasting. Okay, I've started and stopped. I've branded and rebranded. And, I'm realizing that I'm kind of hurting myself a little bit. I'm kind of self-sabotaging a little bit. Just because I'm afraid of, I've been afraid in the past of what people will think of, me doing a podcast and things like that. If it gives you an idea of who I am, I grew up very Christian and very, very rooted in the faith. And coming out and being just a mystical, magical, loving person, and wanting to share the things that I enjoy. It's been a challenge. It's really been a challenge to do that comfortably. I feel like I do feel good about this. I feel really good about having the space, making my own space for what I want to talk about, and then, in return, making a space for other people. I think that a lot of times, and this is supposed to be quick, I don't want to get too deep, but I think a lot of times we are the ones that have to make our own space. If we don't feel welcomed in in a certain environment, in a certain place, in a certain space around certain people, we have to make the room for ourselves. And this is really what this is really what I want the podcast to be. I really want to make room for myself to learn, to grow, and just to have a safe space where I can talk about the magic and the mundane and the magic in the routine. Because there's magic everywhere. There's magic everywhere around us, and I'm excited to explore that again. These past few years, specifically these past 2 years, I would say, have been very difficult for me, and honestly, for almost everyone around me. It's just been a very hard time, and it's just been a very difficult, one thing after another type of few years. And I will say that I've really lost. I wouldn't say I lost myself, but I've definitely lost that inner child, that whimsy that I used to be able to have so easily and so freely. And I'm 23, so I couldn't imagine. I'm only 23, y'all. That's how rough life has been. I feel like these past 2 years have aged me quite a lot. But, however, there's always good in the bad, because even though I do feel like I have aged a lot, I feel like I have matured as well. Even within this year, which has just been an obstacle in itself, just the roughest of years, the year of doom and despair. Sorry if you can hear that car go by. But yeah, this year's been doom and despair. for me and for a lot of other people. And so, even though, things have been hard, I do feel like I've learned a lot and I've grown a lot. And, I think past times I've tried to start the podcast, I don't think I was I don't want to say I was in this space. I don't feel like I was level-headed enough to do a podcast. And it's not to say that I want to just give advice, but I don't think I was like, I think I wanted to give advice, and I was not the person you should have went to for advice. So it's very funny. I mean, I have files, old demos, I guess you could say, of episodes, and I mean, they're good. Like, it's there, it is there, but I can tell that I needed some work. I needed a little bit of more work to relay the messages that I was getting. So, what is this podcast going to be about? And, what do I have in store for the podcast? So, I am very, very excited for this, y'all. I will start with this. It is going to be audio only for now. If I ever feel excited and motivated and inspired, I will do a quick, like a bonus episode of video as well. That's not my forte. Okay, I have tried it in the past, and it is very hard for me to do video, not only with editing, but I tend to get just a little bit too distracted when I'm doing video, so there will not be video. It will most likely just be audio only for a while. But what do I have in store for this podcast? So I have been going back on a journey. I've been on a journey, okay? And I am relearning and reconnecting with my practice, which has just been, it's been fun, it's been scary. And I've been learning to have faith again. And I know that I really want to talk about that. Reconnecting with yourself, reconnecting with your practice, reconnecting with things that you enjoy, and not putting so much pressure on it being pretty. I really want to discuss that, because I think a lot of times when I do see intermediate witchcraft videos, or even introductory witchcraft videos, there is a focus on the aesthetic of it all, and that's fine. Everybody wants that. I mean, come on, like, you get a pretty veil and like a, I don't know, like a cool wand that you made from hand, and you got the crystal from the Appalachian Mountains. I don't know. I really don't know. But I wanted to make a video. I wanted to make, a lot of videos about reconnecting, but doing it as like an adult, doing it as like as someone who, works and has other things that they need to do, bills to pay, mouths to feed, it changes things a lot when you are working on your practice when you are younger, and working on your practice when the lights are about to be cut off. Okay. So, I really want to talk about that. I also, in every video, I'm hoping to do like a musings at the end of each video. So just kind of like a, what am I up to in my day-to-day? We will have like a set topic each video, and then after it, I just want to yap. I just want to talk. I don't want it to be so serious or so deep, like I just want to yap sometimes. So I'm planning on, after the end of each video, we'll have a little musings corner to where we can just chill out and vibe. And I wanted to also talk about, with this podcast, reconnecting with your mental health. I am not I have to do the disclaimer. I'm not a doctor. Go to a doctor. I'm not your doctor. I cannot actually give you advice. But as I'm realizing in my adulthood, as someone who has went through a lot of mental health challenges when they were younger, I am realizing that things don't always stay the same. Like, your coping mechanisms don't always stay the same. As you get older, you change. And I kind of want to hit on that, maybe a few episodes, just kind of talking about things that I'm doing to help me out. Because I am learning now, once again, therapy is expensive. It is very expensive. Medicine is expensive. All of it is just so very expensive. And it's gotten to the point for me that it's not even convenient anymore to go to therapy or to be on medication. And I just wanted to have a space where we could just talk about stuff like that, talk about things that we're going through, talk about problems that we're learning to solve learning to solve within working and within the bills piling up and within, your legs like stop working, like, because that's happening for some reason. As you hit 23 or 22, it's like you get put into the kill her next factory for some reason. So as I am learning now, there are more things. I feel like I keep adding on things. I want this to be all encompassing. I mean, there's so many things that I do want to talk about. I'm kind of leaning towards having a YouTube channel as well. And I could probably just do the witchy stuff on the channel. And then the more serious, hard-hitting topics on the pod. But this is what's coming. This is what's coming for old Madie Moon, okay? A lot of things that I want to do, that I want to tap into. I also would love to do prayers and subliminals even, and of course this would be more so catered towards our YouTube channel, but I would also love to do general readings, group readings. I think that would be also very, very fun. I've always wanted to do that, so I would love to actually get in there and do it. So this has been a lot longer than I thought it would be. I did not think this would take 16 minutes, but here we are. So there's a lot of things happening within the True Alter podcast. Please stay tuned, okay? I do have an Instagram that I am building. It is just Madie Moon. And we're going to get this off the ground. I am shooting for an upload once a week, which I know that is very ambitious. It's very, very ambitious, I am aware. But I want to prove something to myself, okay? I want to prove that I can do it, because in the past I've beaten myself up and I've told myself I can't do this, I can't do that. I'm working, I can't do this, I can't do that. So I want to prove to myself that I can actually show up for myself and do the things that I care about. So if not once a week, then twice a month, right? Yeah. If not once a week, then at least twice a month you'll be hearing my painfully monotoned voice. But I hope to see you guys in the next video. I hope that you all have a good night, a good day, a good weekend, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye.